Ariel's story. Deep beneath the sea lived a little mermaid named Ariel. She loved exploring her underwater home with her friend Flounder, but dreamed of living on land as a human. Ariel was always searching for human treasures. When she and Flounder found a strange forked object, they swam to the surface to find Scuttle the seagull. "It's a dinglehopper!" he proclaimed. Ariel's father was King Triton, ruler of the sea. He thought humans were dangerous. When he learned that Ariel had been to the surface, he forbade her to ever go again. Then, he asked Sebastian the crab to keep an eye on her. But Ariel continued to go to the surface. One night, a terrible storm swept across the sea. Ariel and Flounder watched as a prince fell off a huge ship. "I must save him," she cried. Ariel pulled Prince Eric to shore and sang to him. Then she swam away. Prince Eric only caught a glimpse of Ariel's face, but he knew he would remember her beautiful voice forever. Desperate to see Prince Eric again, Ariel agreed to give her voice to the evil sea witch, Ursula. With bigger plans in mind, Ursula cast a spell. And turned Ariel into a human. But if Prince Eric didn't kiss Ariel by sunset on the third day, she would become a mermaid again. Even worse, she would belong to the sea witch forever. Charmed by her silent beauty, Prince Eric showed Ariel his kingdom. Ariel loved being with the prince in the human world, but the two had not yet kissed. Worried that Prince Eric was falling in love with Ariel, Ursula transformed herself into the beautiful Vanessa. She was going to make the prince fall in love with her instead. Disguised as Vanessa and using Ariel's voice, the sea witch cast a spell on Prince Eric. He thought he was in love. He was going to marry Vanessa. Ariel had lost her true love. Just before sunset on the third day, Scuttle discovered that Vanessa was Ursula in disguise. He hurried to warn Ariel. As Sebastian went to find King Triton, Ariel and Flounder raced to catch Prince Eric's ship. With the help of her friends, Ariel was able to stop the wedding and get her voice back. Released from Ursula's spell, Prince Eric realized that Ariel was the one he truly loved, but it was too late. The sun went down before Ariel and the prince could kiss. She was a mermaid once more, and she belonged to Ursula. To save his daughter, King Triton gave Ursula his great powers and became her prisoner. "Now I am the ruler of all the ocean!" shouted Ursula. As Ursula grew in size and towered above the sea, Prince Eric jumped aboard an old ship. he steered its jagged bow through Ursula's heart. With a howl, the sea witch disappeared in the waves. With Ursula gone, King Triton regained his powers. Seeing Ariel's love for Prince Eric, the king granted her wish. She became human. Ariel and Prince Eric married and lived happily in a castle by the sea. The end. Belle's story. Once upon a time, an enchantress turned a handsome prince into a terrible beast when she discovered his selfishness. She left behind an enchanted rose. If the prince did not find true love before the last rose petal fell, he would remain a beast forever. In a village nearby, Belle lived with her father. More than anything, Belle wanted an adventure like those she read about in her beloved books. Gaston wanted to marry Belle. But she refused. Belle thought he was a beastly bore, and Gaston didn't understand why she was always reading. "It's not right for a woman to read," he said. Belle's father, Maurice, was an inventor. His latest invention was an automatic wood chopper, which he was taking to a contest at the county fair. "You'll win first prize," Belle declared. On his way to the fair, Maurice got lost in the woods. A pack of wolves chased him to the gates of a nearby castle. Not sure what he would find inside, Maurice entered the castle grounds cautiously. Maurice could never have imagined the hideous beast that confronted him. Thinking Maurice had come to stare at him, the beast was furious. Without mercy, he locked this unwanted visitor in the dungeon. When her father's horse came home alone, Belle went in search of her father and found him locked up. Belle begged the beast for Maurice's freedom. "Take me instead," she offered. The beast agreed, making her promise to stay in the castle forever. On her first night, Belle met the castle servants. The spell cast by the enchantress had turned them into enchanted objects. They were funny, friendly, and treated Belle like a special guest. At dinner time, Belle refused the beast's invitation to join him, which made him roar with frustration. He was anxious to end the spell and felt Belle was a sign of hope. Mrs. Potts, the teapot, and Lumiere, the candelabrum, told him to be patient and, above all, kind. Later that night, Belle came upon the magic rose the enchantress had left behind. As Belle reached out to touch it, the beast appeared and grabbed the precious rose. "Get out!" he yelled. Belle fled the castle on her horse, but was attacked by the same wolves that had chased her father. Risking his life, the beast saved Belle. In the days that followed, Belle began to see the goodness in the beast. One evening, the Beast again invited Belle to dinner. This time, she accepted. After dinner, the Beast asked Belle to dance. As they whirled around the ballroom, the Beast realized he was in love with Belle. Because of his love, the Beast let Belle return home to see her father. When Gaston heard her speak fondly of the Beast, he grew jealous and stormed the castle. Gaston stabbed the Beast and then was accidentally knocked off the roof. Belle pulled the Beast to safety. "Please, don't leave me," she sobbed. "I love you." As she spoke, the last rose petal fell. Then a shower of sparks filled the air. The Beast began to transform. Into a handsome prince. The enchanted objects were filled with joy as they too turned back into humans and watched their prince and Belle fall in love anew. The end. Jasmine's story. Deep in the Arabian desert, Princess Jasmine lived with her father, the Sultan of Agrabah, and her tiger, Raja. The Sultan had said Jasmine must marry a prince, and soon. But Jasmine wanted to marry for love, not just to make her father happy. In a nearby village, there lived a young man named Aladdin. His best friend was a monkey he called Abu. Aladdin was poor, but he had big dreams. "Someday," he told Abu, "we will live in a palace." Jasmine refused to be married, so she disguised herself as a peasant and left home. In the marketplace, she accidentally stole an apple. A guard grabbed Jasmine, but Aladdin stepped in to protect her. Aladdin took Jasmine to his home. As they talked, they discovered they each dreamed of living a life different than their own. "I ran away, and I am not going back," said Jasmine. Then the palace guards burst in and seized Aladdin. Jasmine revealed herself as the princess and demanded Aladdin be freed. To her shock, the guards refused. Aladdin was taken away. While locked in the palace dungeon, Aladdin met an old man who helped him escape. The man took Aladdin and Abu to the Cave of Wonders. He wanted Aladdin to retrieve a magic lamp hidden inside. Aladdin and Abu found the lamp and a magic carpet. But as they left, the cave began to rumble and shake and turn into molten lava. At the entrance, the old man wouldn't help them. He was really the Sultan's evil assistant, Jafar. Though stuck in the cave, Abu had tricked Jafar and kept the magic lamp for Aladdin. When Aladdin rubbed it, a genie whirled out of the lamp to rescue them from the cave and to grant Aladdin 3 wishes. Aladdin's first wish was to be a prince. Disguised as a wealthy prince visiting from another kingdom, Aladdin went to see Princess Jasmine once again. That night, Aladdin took Jasmine on a magic carpet ride that they would never forget. Flying over deserts, mountains, and seas, Jasmine and Aladdin discovered a whole new world. The wonder and magic of the night brought them closer together. They were falling in love. "Good night, my handsome prince," whispered Jasmine at the end of their flight. Then Aladdin kissed her. Aladdin was so happy, he felt as if he was floating on air. But Jafar had an evil plan. He ordered his guards to throw Aladdin into the sea. Aladdin used his second wish to have the genie rescue him. But then, Jafar stole the magic lamp. Now the genie had to serve Jafar, and the wicked sorcerer was holding Jasmine prisoner. As Aladdin sneaked into the palace to save her, Jasmine used her charms to distract Jafar. Aladdin tricked Jafar into using one of his wishes. "I wish to be an all-powerful genie," proclaimed Jafar. He became an evil genie, and Aladdin trapped him inside a magic lamp for all time. The Sultan told Jasmine that she could marry whomever she chose. Princess Jasmine chose to marry her one true love, Aladdin. Aladdin used his final wish to free the genie forever. In a flash, the genie dressed to travel the world. The end.